पहले एक ब्यूटी पार्लर में वीडियो दिखाई देता है।
हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। And now the Twisha Sharma death case viewers hearing has begun in the Supreme Court. A three-judge bench led by CJI Surya Kant is hearing the matter currently. And Sambhav Sharma is joining me with the latest update on this. Over to you, Sambhav.
Well, absolutely. A crucial hearing in the top court of the country is going on in the crucial, Twisha Sharma case, and what is to be, the important, what the CJI is saying, and the CJI has taken up the matter. It's a suo motu cognizance by the Supreme Court, three-judge bench led by Chief Justice of India, Surya Kant, and other judges, Justice Jamala Bakshi and Justice Vipul M. Pancholi. Three judges bench of the Supreme Court is currently hearing this particular case, and there are a few opening remarks made by the Chief Justice of India, and he said that issues regarding second autopsy in the Twisha death case is now over. The first line said by the Chief Justice of India is this, that the second autopsy issue is now over, and also the Supreme Court has expressed certain concerns on few developments, and then the Supreme Court, rather CJI, has urged the media not to rely on the statements made by a victim's family or accused side's statements. So here the CJI has said the investigation is, we will take the investigation to logical conclusion is important here, because the Chief Justice of India, Surya Kant, has said this in the court, because the hearing in court number 1 is currently going on as we speak. And also Supreme Court said that it expects both victim's family and accused side to cooperate in the investigation and proceedings. A big statement from the Supreme Court has asked both the victim side and the accused side to cooperate in the investigations and into the proceedings and into the probe of the matter. On other hand, the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who is appearing in this case in the Supreme Court, has said that the Central Bureau of Investigation has taken over the matter, the probe into it. However, CJI has expressed, said that it is slightly at pain over certain actions in the Twisha case, and has requested media not to rely on the statements. And also CJI has said that court has full faith in the investigating agencies, and here it is important because it is coming from the top court of the country, and the Supreme Court is saying that it has full faith in the investigation and the investigating agencies. And also CJI has said it believes that truth will come out through proper investigation. So emphasis here by the Supreme Court in this suo motu case is on the investigation, and the CJI has very clearly said that let the investigation proceed, and CJI has in a way assured that the investigation, we will take the investigation to logical conclusion. And this becomes important because this is directly coming from the Supreme Court of India, that the investigation...
Sambhav, stay on with me. I'll come back to you. We're getting some breaking inputs here. Now, CJI Surya Kant has said there were 2 or 3 aspects. One is with respect to the second autopsy that is over. We're slightly at pain because of some of the actions. We will request our media friends to not go for the statements of the victim's family or the other family. Let the things move as per law and order. We will take the investigation to the logistical conclusion, is what he said, Sambhav. What can you tell us?
Well, absolutely. Here, on one hand, CJI has said that the issue over the second autopsy is now over. The second autopsy is done. And CJI has urged both the victim side and the accused side to rely on the investigation. Let the investigation proceed. And on the other hand, Supreme Court has said that it will take the investigation to logical conclusion. And also, what is important, the CJI has urged the media to not rely on the statements of both sides, or rather the investigation, the rule of law must proceed in the case, and let the investigation proceed in the matter. And also there are a few other developments. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who is appearing for the state of Madhya Pradesh, has said that it has now, the case has gone to the Central Bureau of Investigation, and to which the CJI said whatever the unfortunate incident has taken place is must be fairly and independently, impartially investigated. And CJI has again assured that yes, the logical conclusion, the investigation, the court will see that the investigation in this particular case must not be hampered and should reach the logical conclusion. And here the CJI has further said that there were doubts about both sides are also going to media. CJI said it is our request that whatever statement you want to make, please make it before the competent authority. And again CJI is saying this, and also that we can't do anything but request media, is what the CJI has said. We can't do anything but to request media to not go for a recording of statements of the victim side or reducing their pain into sound bites. This is again very important because it's coming directly from the Chief Justice of India, Surya Kant. And Solicitor General, on the other hand, who is appearing for the state of Madhya Pradesh, is saying that not be sensationalize the matter, but at the same time, because of the media and the intervention, several things have come out. Now he is putting forth other things before the courtroom, and CJI then the CJI is saying that our only concern is not to make statements. It came to our notice also only because of the media. Again, the CJI is saying that it has come to notice of the Supreme Court because of media, but our only concern is not to make certain statements. On the other hand,
all right, Sambhav, stay on with me now. CJI says Supreme Court is slightly at pain over certain actions in Twisha's death case. The Supreme Court also noted that mother-in-law in the case is a former district judge and says it is unfortunate that claims are being made that judiciary will not allow fair trial. CJI says court has full faith in investigating agencies and believes that the truth will come out through proper investigation. And I have Nitish Shukla joining me with more details. Nitish, what more can you tell us?
जी देखिए, जो गिरिवाला सिंह जो ट्विशा शर्मा की सास रही हैं, वो एक पूर्व प्रधान न्यायाधीश रही हैं, जिसके कारण यहाँ मध्य प्रदेश में प्रभावित कर रही थी। और कुल मिलाकर उनका अशोकदार परिवार से रिलेशन है। जो समर्थ सिंह हैं, वो भी जो कोर्ट में थे, वो प्रैक्टिस कर रहे थे लगातार वकील की। और जानकारी के अनुसार पता चल रहा है कि मध्य प्रदेश सरकार में भी वो उसके कानूनी सलाहकार रहे हैं, तो जिनको लेकर प्रभावित कर रहे थे कई चीज़ों को लेकर। इसलिए ट्विशा शर्मा के जो परिजन हैं, वो लगातार मांग कर रहे थे कि इसमें जो है वो CBI जांच होनी चाहिए। कुल मिलाकर पुलिस की लापरवाही सामने दिख रही थी। पुलिस ने रिपोर्ट जब FIR दर्ज करी है, तो वो भी 2 दिनों बाद करी है। और उसके बाद लगातार जो कटारा हिल्स थाना के SHO हैं, वो लगातार जो गिरिवाला सिंह है, ट्विशा की सास, उनके संपर्क में थी। आखिर कांटेक्ट बना रहा लगातार, और पुलिस ने पूछताछ नहीं करी। ऐसा ट्विशा शर्मा के परिजनों का आरोप है कि जब इतनी बड़ी घटना हुई थी, तो ट्विशा शर्मा की जहां सुसाइड किया था, उसके घर में जो सर्वेंट थे, उनसे पुलिस ने पूछताछ नहीं करी। आखिर जो स्पॉट था, उस पर तुरंत पुलिस नहीं पहुंची। आखिर ऐसी क्या वजह थी? और जो ट्विशा के पति हैं, उन्होंने पुलिस को बिना सूचना दिए ही ट्विशा को फंदे से उतार लिया था। आखिर कई सारे आरोप जो हैं वो ट्विशा के परिजन लगातार लगा रहे हैं। और मध्य प्रदेश में उनका एक रसूख है, एक कानूनी पद पर रही हैं, खुद जज रही हैं, जिसको लेकर ट्विशा के परिजनों ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट में पहुंचे हैं। और कुल मिलाकर लगातार उसमें अब सुनवाई चल रही है। जहां इनका प्रभाव था, वो प्रभाव कम करने को लेकर कई ऐसे अहम बिंदु भी रखे हैं, जिन पर स्पष्ट तौर पर अब पारदर्शिता आएगी। आखिर ट्विशा ने आत्महत्या करी थी, या फिर उसकी हत्या है, या फिर आत्महत्या के लिए उकसाया गया था। दहेज प्रताड़ना के केस में अभी तक जो है वो स्पष्ट हो रहा है कि दहेज प्रताड़ना की जा रही थी उसके पति और उसके सास के द्वारा। ये सब निकला है। मुख्य
Now, Solicitor Tushar Mehta has spoken in the Supreme Court amidst Twisha's death case hearing. He said Twisha's mother-in-law, the former judge, has been hopping from channel to channel, almost maligning the deceased. Tushar Mehta, appearing for the state of Madhya Pradesh, said that the matter has now gone to the CBI. On CJI saying that the case must be independently and impartially investigated and the court can only request media to not record statements being made by the families. SG Tushar Mehta said the case must not be sensationalized, but at the same time, because of the media and intervention, several things have come out. तो नीतीश, यहाँ पे यही कहा जा रहा है कि सेंसेशनलिज्म हो चुका है, ये केस की बहुत ज़्यादा डिटेल्स जो बाहर नहीं आनी चाहिए थी वो बाहर आ चुकी हैं, और क्या बता सकते हैं इस बारे में?
जी देखिए, बहुत सारे मुख्य पॉइंट अभी भी रह गए हैं इस जांच में, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं पुलिस की इसमें जो गहन बिंदुओं पर जाना था, जो उनकी सास गिरिवाला सिंह हैं, लगातार उनके यदि फ़ोन ट्रेस करे गए हैं तो जो न्यायालयिक विभाग से जुड़े हुए कई मजिस्ट्रेट थे, कई वकील हैं, 43 नंबर पर उन्होंने कांटेक्ट किया है सुसाइड के बाद। जो ट्विशा का सुसाइड हुआ था उसके बाद गिरिवाला सिंह ने लगातार 43 ऐसे नंबर निकले हैं जिन पर कांटेक्ट किया, वो मजिस्ट्रेट न्यायालय विभाग से जुड़े हैं। उसके बाद जो कटारा हिल्स थाना के एसएचओ हैं उनसे भी कांटेक्ट किया था। आखिर ऐसी क्या वजह थी जो उनसे ऐसी क्या बातें हुई है, इन मुख्य पॉइंट पर बात होगी। इसके अलावा जो सीसीटीवी दिखाई दे रहा है, सीसीटीवी में जो तारीख और समय है वो उसकी सुसाइड डेट से बिल्कुल मैच नहीं खा रहा। एक ये जांच का बिंदु है, और भी कई अहम बिंदु हैं जिसमें कि बात की जाए। जो उसका बेल्ट था जिससे सुसाइड हुआ था, आखिर वो 2-3 दिनों बाद क्यों जब्त किया गया, इन सब अहम बिंदुओं पर बात होगी। और गिरिवाला सिंह को लगातार जो पुलिस कमिश्नर हैं उन्होंने 3 बार नोटिस दिया था बयान देने के लिए, लेकिन बयान देने के लिए नोटिस तामील कराया गया, लेकिन गिरिवाला सिंह जो हैं उन्होंने अपने बयान दर्ज नहीं कराए, जिसकी अग्रिम जमानत रद्द करने को लेकर यहाँ पुलिस कमिश्नर ने खुद स्वयं हाईकोर्ट में अपील दायर करी है। और लगातार आज उनकी पेशी है, वो कुछ देर में हाईकोर्ट पहुंचेंगी। हाईकोर्ट में इस विषय पर भी उनकी अग्रिम जमानत रद्द को लेकर लगातार पुलिस भी अपनी अपील दायर कर रही है। और ट्विशा के जो परिजन हैं वो भी आरोप लगा रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये प्रभावशाली परिवार है, रसूखदार परिवार है, तो कहीं ना कहीं साक्ष्य को तब्दील करते नजर आ रहे हैं, जिसको लेकर अब ये केस कुछ दिनों सीबीआई के हाथ पहुंच जाएगा और सीबीआई अब इसको अपने हैंडओवर ले लेगी। पुलिस की जांच पड़ताल लगातार कंप्लीट हो गई है और दूसरा पोस्टमार्टम जो होना था वो भी कैमरों की निगरानी में हुआ है, वीडियोग्राफी हुई है और अब बंद लिफाफे में उसकी रिपोर्ट पहुंची है। अब क्लियर होगा जब इस केस में पारदर्शिता आएगी।
Like to say on this? Mr. Jindal, am I audible to you?
Yes.
Mr. Jindal, a big development that we're discussing on NewsX at this point. The hearing is currently on in the Supreme Court in the Twisha case. What would you like to say on this?
There are so many questions which need to be answered because what I have learned from the news reports and the situation in this matter, that on a local level there are certain things which is discrepancy in investigation, even in postmortem has been found, and the High Court has already been ordered the second postmortem of Disha case, Disha's body. So it has been very much clear that there is something wrong would be happening in a local scenario and a local administration. So it is appropriate as the ASB has stated today in Supreme Court that the matter has referred to the CJI for investigation. I think this is an appropriate step, and as one daughter of our community has died, and there are several very strange allegations has been put against the family of her husband. And the mother is a former judge. The way she's come forward before the media and the statement, the way she's making there is a statement against the victim, that is also in question. So I think the CJI inquiry must be appropriate step, and hope for the best, and the truth will prevail, and investigation of CJI will definitely establish the facts of this matter. Whosoever is the culprit in this particular issue, that should be find out by the CJI inquiry.
All right. Please stay on with me. I'll come back to you. Now, Supreme Court has noted that the mother-in-law in the case is a former district judge and said that it is unfortunate that claims are being made that judiciary will not allow fair trial. CJI stated that the court has full faith in investigating agencies and believe that the truth will come out through proper investigation. CJI has stated that the matter should proceed strictly according to law and legal procedures. Now, of course, Mr. Vineet Jindal, in cases like these, the mother-in-law also comes under scrutiny, and that is what the family is demanding, that she should not have been let off. What do you have to say about this aspect, and how do you see the investigation and the case proceeding?
As far as my knowledge, the mother-in-law has already been granted anticipatory bail in this matter, and the family of the victim has been making very allegations, very strange allegations against the way she has been granted anticipatory bail without arrest, without any proper investigation. So that is also in question, that because she is a former judge of the judiciary, is very much influential and kind to influence the police and the other local administration. So that is, I think, their allegation must be appropriate to send this inquiry to CBI, and I think the CBI inquiry must definitely go with find out the truth in this matter. And as we are talking about the scenario, the way this proceeding has been taken right till now, definitely you are rightly said that the whole family, because she is the mother-in-law, the father-in-law in this kind of matter, the husband and the other family member who has been residing the same premises, they definitely under a scenario and a scanner of the investigation agency. But in this matter, this is really strange that mother-in-law of the victim granting anticipatory bail so quickly. So this is also a very, I learned that family of the victim has approached the High Court for cancellation of anticipatory bail of mother-in-law. So that is also a very big question, that how a lady who is a former judge granting the anticipatory bail so quickly without proper investigation. So I think the victim family's apprehensions is inappropriate, and as the Supreme Court has taken so much action in this matter, and direction has been given by the Supreme Court to go with the investigation in a proper manner, the legal procedure should be followed. So let's see what will be came out from the investigation, and how the police, because now the police has already been out of this scenario, and the investigation has been sent to the CBI. So let's see whosoever the officials here has done anything wrong during the investigation till now. Definitely they are also liable for the consequences, and I must say that the effort put by the Supreme Court...
Mr. Jindal, please stay on with me. I'll come back to you. Now, senior advocate Siddharth Luthra has now told the Supreme Court that there was a 3-day delay in registering the FIR, and there has been failure to preserve the evidence. He said the mother-in-law is producing her own CDRs, to which the CJI responded, "We're requesting all of you not to make premature statements." What do you have to... all right, we have another development coming in. SG Tushar Mehta, appearing for the state of Madhya Pradesh, has now said in the Supreme Court, and I quote, "Without attributing motives to either side, the moral of the story is clear that it is better to have a divorced daughter than a dead one." Mr. Jindal, about all of these developments that are coming in from Siddharth Luthra and the next one that I just shared with our viewers, what do you have to say on this?
Yes, definitely. If this is a matrimonial dispute, and if you are not able to ride with your partner, definitely go for the divorce instead of going the litigations and the other things. And that in this particular matter, victim has been died. So definitely we have to save our daughters. It is about the relationship. If the relationship has not been worked out, then get out of the relationship by filing a divorce petition and other proceedings. Let the matter would be settled. But in that the scenario and the allegation put by, and definitely this is very fatal. If there is a delay of 3 days in registering an FIR, definitely it is a very crucial time, and anybody can manipulate the evidences. So this is very fatal for the trial also. There is very big question that why these 3 days has been spent without lodging an FIR, and investigation cannot be taken place until FIR cannot be lodged. So I think there are some kind of lacunas in this investigation also, and that the CJI will start the investigation, then only the truth can come out.
Thank you, Mr. Jindal, for joining me on the broadcast. And now the Supreme Court, in its order, has said that since the second autopsy has now been conducted, the only issue now for the court's consideration is the recommendations made by the state of MP to hand over investigation to the CBI. The court has said that S.J. Mehta has assured that he will take up the matter with the authorities to ensure that the CBI immediately takes over the investigation. The Supreme Court has also stated that we would like to impress upon the family members of the victim as well as the accused that instead of making statements in the public or before the media platforms, they should get their versions recorded before the investigation agency so that no prejudice or adverse impact is had on the ongoing investigation. Also request media to avoid recording statements of persons who are likely to be potential witnesses, as it may unnecessarily impact the outcomes on certain issues which are to be investigated. We also request the public that they should refrain from speculation and to have trust and faith in one of the premier investigating agencies. While making these observations, it is clarified that we have not expressed any opinion on any of the allegations or otherwise, and it is entirely on the investigation agency to look into the different aspects. Sambhav Sharma is joining me on the latest update. Sambhav, what can you tell us? All right, viewers, we're going to be having Sambhav, my colleague, with me shortly. But of course, this is the latest update that we're sharing with you in this case. Now, Tushar Mehta, who is appearing for the state of Madhya Pradesh, has said in the Supreme Court, and I quote, that without attributing motives to either side, the moral of the story is clear, that it is better to have a divorced daughter than a dead one. And senior advocate Siddharth Luthra has also now told the Supreme Court that there was a three-day delay in registering the FIR. Sambhav Sharma is joining me with the latest updates. Over to you, Sambhav.
Well, absolutely. Here, a detailed hearing I just concluded in the Supreme Court in the Twisha case. And here, what the Supreme Court has said has become important. Here, a few pointers in its order, because Supreme Court has passed an order and said that Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who appeared for State of Madhya Pradesh, has assured that CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation, will immediately take over the investigation in the Twisha Sharma death case. That's number one. And another very important pointer, court said that Solicitor General Tushar Mehta said that will coordinate with authorities to ensure prompt transfer of probe to Central Bureau of Investigation, and has urged the top court 3-judge bench led by the Chief Justice of India, Surya Kant, has urged the victim's family and accused side not to make any public statement or statements on certain media platforms. Kindly avoid making these statements and directly approach the authorities who are probing this particular case. And Supreme Court, in oral observation earlier, the CJI has assured that we will take this investigation rather to logical conclusion. And here the Supreme Court has also said, urged media to act responsibly, and asked both sides to record their versions before the investigating agencies instead. And also the court has clarified, the 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court has clarified that media statements may prejudice or adversely affect ongoing investigation, and said that it has not expressed, the 3-judge bench has not expressed any opinion on allegations made in the case, and let the investigative authorities investigate this case. Because the investigation in this case is going on. So these are the important pointers.
Thanks, Sambhav, for joining me. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi